Kristen Orman, Research Director for the Oxford Club, and welcome back to Buy or Buy. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Netflix, ticker symbol NFLX, was once the biggest and only name in streaming, upstaging the out-of-touch legacy film studios in revenue and viewers. Fast forward a few seasons, and Netflix finds itself behind the eight ball. From missing earnings to losing 1 million users and counting after enacting a password lockdown, to trying and failing miserably at their first live stream event, it's no wonder John Fithian, CEO of the National Association of Theater Owners, says, "Everyone gets it, except for Netflix." But Netflix has to get something, right? After all, this is the studio that just garnered an Academy Award for their animated feature, Pinnochio. This is the service that brought K-drama Squid Game to mass success, leading Netflix to invest $2.5 billion in Korean content. But for investors, should you Netflix and chill with this possibly ex-FAANG stock? Or is it time to binge watch your portfolio increase with this streaming giant? First, let's take a look at the bull case, and I'll even talk about the Reynolds indicator near the end of this video. 1. Paid sharing and ads remain key drivers of subscriber and revenue growth. The bulls say that paid sharing and advertising are huge opportunities for Netflix. They'll both be important drivers of revenue and subscription growth going forward. The company's $6.99 a month ad-supported plan was launched in November of 2022. The plan includes 5 minutes of advertising per hour. That means Netflix is earning revenue from each subscription and the advertisement time it sells. Netflix should receive a big subscriber bump in the second half of the year as it rolls out paid sharing accounts, and its lower-priced ad-supported plan brings in more subscriptions. Both of these new revenue streams should also boost margins. 2. Netflix's new advertising plan is already working. Netflix's ad-supported plans are already generating more revenue than their standard ad-free plans on a per-member basis. This clearly shows that Netflix's new revenue model is working, and it's moving fast to capitalize on it. Netflix said that it's upgrading the feature set of its ads plan to include 1080p versus 720p video quality. The company believes these enhancements will make its offering even more attractive to a broader set of consumers and strengthen engagement for existing and new subscribers to the ads plan. 3. Netflix's strong balance sheet is getting stronger by the quarter. Netflix's revenue growth may be slowing it a bit, but its free cash flow is skyrocketing. The streaming giant generated more than $2.1 billion of cash last quarter. That's up 164% from the $802 million of cash that it brought in the door during the first quarter of 2022. Netflix's cash position is now a healthy $7.8 billion. Netflix's strong balance sheet hasn't gone unnoticed. Moody's upgraded its bond rating to investment grade in March. The bond upgrade moved the company out of the so-called junk level. Moody's upgrade followed a similar move by S&P Global Ratings. Now, before I reveal the bear case, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you never miss a video. Join the other 20,000 subscribers and click that red button below. So with that, let's go over what the bears are saying. 1. Stalling revenue growth and falling margins. The streaming pioneer's slowing, dare I say, struggling revenue growth rate doesn't support its ultra-rich multiples. A single-digit 3.7% growth rate last quarter is nothing to get excited about, and it's down significantly from Netflix's 9.8% revenue growth rate a year ago. Its margins are shrinking too, all of them. Netflix's gross margin, operating margin, and net income margin are all lower than they were a year ago. All of which leads us to the second part of the bear case. 2. Netflix's lofty valuation. Netflix trades at 4.6 times sales. That's an enormous multiple. To put it into context, 100-year-old entertainment veteran Disney trades at just 2.2 times sales. It's even harder to justify that multiple when you compare the two companies' revenue growth rates. Netflix grew its sales by 3.73% in the first quarter. Disney's first quarter sales growth rate was double that at 7.76%. 3. Oodles of competition. Disney and Hulu and Amazon, oh my! While Netflix used to be the only streaming game in town, that's not the case anymore. Competition is everywhere. Discovery, Apple TV, Peacock, Paramount, heck, even YouTube has gotten in on the streaming game. But it's not just other streaming services that Netflix is competing for our dollars with. It's all forms of entertainment, including local and cable TV, movie theaters, and social media. The company even admitted that competition remains intense in its latest quarterly letter to shareholders. Netflix has to rely on better content and more creative marketing to keep and attract subscribers who have dozens of other options. It's going to take a lot of money to do it. An inevitable misstep will result in Netflix losing its top streaming dog status and investors' confidence. Okay, so Netflix. Is it a buy or buy? Well, actor Ryan Reynolds is bullish on Netflix stock. So much so that it was the first pick in his team's stock draft portfolio. Stock draft is an annual stock picking contest run by CNBC that pits market professionals, celebrities, and athletes against each other. But hey, what does some actor who spends his days running around in a knockoff Spider-Man costume know about investing? By the way, his team won the contest last year. He also made a mint when T-Mobile bought Mint Mobile. It's said that Reynolds owned 25% of the company and pocketed $300 million after the deal. The Deadpool star said that Netflix created the streaming industry and has power that few brands have as a gateway to storytelling. I agree with him. Netflix is a buy. B-U-Y. Netflix is the Kleenex of streaming and deserves the higher multiple and investors' respect. But remember, none of these recommendations are tracked in any model portfolio. So if you want to take advantage of any of our buys and sells, size your position accordingly, set a trailing stop, and never bet more than you can afford to lose. Until next time, I'm Kristen Orman. Thanks for watching Buy or Buy.